What if Obi-Wan Kenobi joined Count Dooku in Attack of the Clones? First of all, this would never happen because Obi-Wan Kenobi is so good and perfect and pure of heart, and he would never turn to the dark side. But let's just say, for argument's sake, that Obi-Wan Kenobi did turn to the dark side and just joined Count Dooku right on the spot. Well, first of all, Count Dooku would tell Obi-Wan Kenobi that Darth Sidious is actually Chancellor Palpatine. And secondly, Count Dooku would turn Obi-Wan Kenobi into a double agent. And so Count Dooku would still have Obi-Wan Kenobi be sent into the Geonosian execution arena, and Obi-Wan Kenobi would still fight in the Battle of Geonosis, and Obi-Wan Kenobi would still duel with Count Dooku, and Count Dooku would still basically severely injure Obi-Wan Kenobi by, stabbing him in the leg and cutting him on the arm. But Count Dooku would make sure not to kill Obi-Wan Kenobi. But of course, the Count Dooku would be injuring Obi-Wan Kenobi just to trick Yoda and Anakin Skywalker and not let them know that Obi-Wan Kenobi is actually working with Count Dooku. Now, Obi-Wan Kenobi would continue to work for Count Dooku, and Obi-Wan Kenobi would spy on the Jedi Council and Chancellor Palpatine and report everything back to Count Dooku. And Obi-Wan Kenobi would be receiving supplemental training from Count Dooku. Now, I think Asajj Ventress would still be in the picture, and it's possible that Asajj Ventress and that Asajj Ventress would also be part of the plan. So maybe Count Dooku might plan to use Asajj Ventress and Obi-Wan Kenobi, but I doubt that Count Dooku would tell Asajj Ventress about Obi-Wan Kenobi being on their side. And I think that Count Dooku would still keep Asajj Ventress at an arm's length. Now, the Clone Wars would progress the same way. Obi-Wan Kenobi would still be General Kenobi, except he would actually be working for Count Dooku. And meanwhile, Jedi Council information and Palpatine information is being leaked back to Count Dooku himself. So, I think that on Mortis, Qui-Gon Jinn's Force Ghost, Qui-Gon Jinn would show up and he would be furious with Obi-Wan Kenobi, and Qui-Gon Jinn would be livid, and Qui-Gon Jinn would be yelling at Obi-Wan for joining Dooku. But Obi-Wan would just brush it off as just some crazy Force illusion, and he wouldn't believe it was actually Qui-Gon. But when Count Dooku hears about it from Obi-Wan, Count Dooku might be a little creeped out and a little weirded out by it, but maybe he wouldn't care after all. Now, when Darth Maul returns, Obi-Wan Kenobi would ask Count Dooku for advice, and Count Dooku would say not to worry too much about Darth Maul at the moment, and that they could deal with him later. And so Obi-Wan would just fight with Darth Maul, and Darth Maul might be able to sense that there's something off about Obi-Wan, and he might be a little confused, but I don't think it would turn out too differently. Now, when Darth Maul kills Duchess Satine, I think that Obi-Wan Kenobi would definitely want to lash out and kill Darth Maul, but he might hold back and be a little patient because they need Darth Maul to keep distracting Darth Sidious a little bit. And so it's possible that Obi-Wan Kenobi does not lash out on the spot. And even if Obi-Wan Kenobi did lash out, he knows that he'll be killed by the Mandalorians immediately. So yes, that would just proceed and happen. Now, during the Dark Disciple time, Obi-Wan Kenobi would know that Asajj Ventress and Quinlan Vos are trying to kill Count Dooku, and Obi-Wan Kenobi would tell Count Dooku right away, and Obi-Wan Kenobi and Count Dooku would ambush Asajj Ventress and Quinlan Vos and kill them right away. I think Obi-Wan Kenobi would kill Quinlan Vos while Count Dooku would kill Asajj Ventress, or maybe Obi-Wan Kenobi would kill Asajj Ventress and Count Dooku would kill Quinlan Vos. Anyway, Quinlan Vos and Asajj Ventress would be shocked that Obi-Wan Kenobi is working for Count Dooku, and they would die with look of shock on their faces. And things would progress. Siege of Mandalore would happen, and Ahsoka Tano would still go to the Siege of Mandalore. And Obi-Wan Kenobi would go to rescue Chancellor Palpatine along with Anakin Skywalker. And while Anakin Skywalker, Obi-Wan Kenobi, and Count Dooku are fighting, things take a twist. And so there's two ways we could go with this. The first way is, we'll assume that Darth Sidious knew the whole time. Darth Sidious knew the whole time that Obi-Wan Kenobi was being used by Count Dooku, and that Obi-Wan Kenobi was Count Dooku's secret apprentice. And so Darth Sidious would use this to his advantage, and Darth Sidious would immediately blab and say, hey, Anakin, Obi-Wan Kenobi has been working for Count Dooku the whole time. Obi-Wan Kenobi betrayed you, so why don't you kill Obi-Wan Kenobi and get revenge? And so Anakin would realize that Darth Sidious is telling the truth in this case, and Anakin would get furious, and he would lash out, and Obi-Wan Kenobi and Count Dooku would be scared because Darth Sidious is onto them and he knows their game, and so Count Dooku and Obi-Wan Kenobi would fight Anakin Skywalker, but Anakin Skywalker would probably just kill them. And Anakin Skywalker would just become Darth Vader on board the Invisible Hand, and Darth Sidious would just have Anakin Skywalker kill General Grievous as well, and then they would do Order 66 and march on the Jedi Temple and just kill everyone. And so Darth Sidious and Darth Vader would rise, but even quicker than before. And with that, the clones would turn against Ahsoka Tano on Mandalore, and Ahsoka Tano would be getting shot at, and Darth Maul would use the opportunity to just escape. And I'm not sure that Ahsoka Tano would be able to escape in this scenario, seeing as how she'd be trapped on Mandalore. And with with too much room to move, it would be very hard for her. And so that's the first scenario. That's assuming that Darth Sidious already knows that Obi-Wan Kenobi is working for Count Dooku. But let's just say in a crazy, crazy scenario, Darth Sidious actually gets duped, and Darth Sidious has no idea that Obi-Wan Kenobi is working for Count Dooku. And although Darth Sidious is really smart and figures out everything, it's possible that, seeing as how Obi-Wan Kenobi just seems to be so good, like even Darth Sidious does not realize that Obi-Wan Kenobi is working for Count Dooku. Like even Darth Sidious just doesn't get it. So what would happen is Count Dooku and Anakin Skywalker would be fighting. Count Dooku would be fighting Anakin Skywalker and Obi-Wan Kenobi, when all of a sudden something very weird would happen, and Obi-Wan Kenobi would kill Anakin Skywalker. Obi-Wan Kenobi would stab Anakin Skywalker in the back, and Anakin Skywalker would die, and Darth Sidious would be shocked. He would be shocked. And Darth Sidious is like, what the F is going on? And then Obi-Wan Kenobi would walk over to Chancellor Palpatine and say, "You are one with the Force now, Chancellor." And then Obi-Wan Kenobi would stab Darth Sidious in the face before he can even react. Or if Darth Sidious is able to react, then maybe Count Dooku appears behind and just stabs Darth Sidious. And then Darth Sidious realizes that his entire plan has just been ruined. Now, first and foremost, Yoda and Mace Windu and the Jedi Council would immediately sense that Darth Sidious is dead. Darth Maul would immediately sense that Darth Sidious is dead. And Darth Maul would sense that Darth Sidious, and as well as Anakin Skywalker, are dead. So Darth Maul's two big enemies have been taken care of, but then Darth Maul would realize that Obi-Wan Kenobi is on Count Dooku's side, and Darth Maul would figure Obi-Wan Kenobi and Count Dooku would be easier to kill than Darth Sidious and Anakin Skywalker, so that would give Darth Maul another opportunity. And Mace Windu and Yoda would be incredibly troubled and horrified to learn that Obi-Wan Kenobi is on Count Dooku's side, or would they learn at this time? And so what they would do is Count Dooku would order General Grievous and all the droids to launch a full-scale assault on Coruscant. So they would re-invade Coruscant on the spot. And Count Dooku would contact the Kaminoans. They would execute Order 66. So across the galaxy, the clones would start killing the Jedi. And of course, that means that the 501st clones would try to kill Ahsoka, and they might succeed in killing Ahsoka, and Darth Maul would immediately realize what's going on. And so Darth Maul would use that as an opportunity, and Darth Maul would probably escape along with his fellow Mandalorians, and Darth Maul would regroup with the Shadow Collective and Crimson Dawn and the Syndicates, and Darth Maul would be gathering up all the criminals and all the neutral systems. And meanwhile, the droids and the clones all kill all the Jedi. Count Dooku and Obi-Wan Kenobi march on the Jedi Temple. Now, of course, Count Dooku tries to get Jocasta Nu on his side, but because, Count Dooku and Jocasta Nu were friendly together, but Jocasta Nu refuses to join him, and a full-scale battle ensues. Clone troopers, Count Dooku, Obi-Wan Kenobi march on the Jedi Temple and kill so many Jedi. And let's say Obi-Wan Kenobi manages to kill Kit Fisto and Agent Kolar, and Count Dooku manages to kill Saesee Tiin and Coleman Kaj, and so many others. But I think Yoda and Mace Windu would defeat Count Dooku and Obi-Wan Kenobi. Maybe Yoda would kill Obi-Wan Kenobi and Mace Windu would kill Count Dooku, or Yoda would kill Count Dooku and Mace Windu would kill Obi-Wan Kenobi. But I think Yoda and Mace Windu, even though Yoda and Mace Windu would probably lose to Darth Sidious, I think Yoda and Mace Windu would definitely destroy Count Dooku and Obi-Wan Kenobi. So Yoda and Mace Windu kill Count Dooku and Obi-Wan Kenobi, and a few of the Jedi manage to survive, and Yoda and Mace Windu immediately move to take control of the Senate and find the separatist leaders as well. And so Yoda and Mace Windu are trying to trying to get everything under control. And so the few remaining Jedi are just trying to figure out a way to shut down the clones and the droids and just take control of the Separatists and the Republic. And they're scrambling and scrambling. And meanwhile, Darth Maul would be growing his Shadow Collective, and Darth Maul would make his criminal empire so powerful, and he would just unleash on the galaxy and throw everyone off balance, and it would just be pure chaos in the galaxy. And I think Darth Maul would have the advantage, considering how he has the criminal syndicates as well as the Mandalorians under his control. And Count Dooku and Obi-Wan Kenobi are dead, so no one left to control the droids and the clones. And the Jedi, there's too few of them, so that's the second scenario. So I think the first scenario is, so I think obviously Obi-Wan Kenobi would have never turned to the dark side, but if he had, I think Darth Sidious would have just known, and he would have just taken care of them, and he would have used that as an opportunity to turn Anakin Skywalker to the dark side sooner. And if not, then this would have happened, where all chaos ensues.